Turdz felt pretty uncomfortable that last one, but I think he found his way out really nicely. And I do think that spot on move 4 was just very practically difficult. Just because there were so many options, and so many of them were kind of semi-covered. So this will be just one more game for this video. Another second turn. Ah, they have 7-6-3 too. What a powerhouse of a card. They have a right weakness, though. A left weakness. Left and right are different. 7 up, 7 right. Again, I look at their hand first. 6 down, 5 left. 6 down, 5 left. Interestingly, though, they have a lot combo covered. 7-5-4-3 and 7 is weak to 2-7-6-3. And 6-5-1-6-7 is weak to 5-7-5-1. Interesting. Interesting. But how weak are they, right? If, like, I play 7-5-4-3 and 7, and they take with 2-7-6-3, and I go, like, 4-5-5-5 and 1, who's happy there? No one. No one. They probably have a good setup in 8. Like something like 6-5-2-5 and 8, and they have threats in 5. Alright, alright, alright. Could just play like 4-5-5-5 and 1. It's annoying for them that all their ups that can flip that have pretty high power to the right, and so I have kind of easy moves in 7 if they go 4, like I don't have to recapture in 2. I could, but I don't have to. And I feel like those 5s are harder for them to set up against, actually. Just skimming their hand. So one interesting move there is 2-7-6-3 and 5. And then I guess I go 6-5-1-6 and 2. And they probably have to play 5-7-5-1 in 4. And 7-5-4-3 and 7 doesn't work because they have 6-5-2-5 and 8 with the same. Ah, shucks. Shucks. I'm not great going down. I maybe want to play 4-5-5-5 and 1. I want to. I probably can't have it. Maybe I can. Maybe I can. Maybe I can play 5-7-5-1 and 4. They go 6-2-5-2 and 1. Now I go 7. They're so weak going left. My 6-5-1-6 might be a really good sweeper. My 4-4-6-6 has some power. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it. It's not an idea. I think it's a little annoying for them. I'm gonna run it. Good game so far. I think Turdz has had more difficult hands than I have. I've been very lucky on hands recently. But also, like, sometimes it feels like you're doing well on hands, but the first game I think my hand was difficult, but I found a move on my first move that kind of instantly clarified it into something comfortable. And that's not always available. Obviously, bad hands are often bad because there is nothing that does that. But quite a decent amount of the time, when you get in a lot of trouble on a bad hand, there was some move early on that didn't mean you were better, but could have kind of made the hand function. Not always, of course. Some hands are just garbage, but I really wanted to start here because I wanted to start in either 1 or 7, both to play against their left weakness, but also to play against their specific cards. 5157 does not want the game to start in 1 or 7 unless it is combos. 2763 doesn't want the game to start in 1. 7632 doesn't want it to start in 7. 6525 doesn't want it to start in 7. 5554 doesn't want to be in your hand, And similarly, 4555 didn't want to be in my hand, so I was looking for ways to use it. I will note, I usually check the captures. This is not because I expect the opponent to capture. It's because it tells me about the position, right? If, I see, okay, they can take with 7, 6, 3, 2, and 4, but that's really good for me if 7 is open, then I suddenly have ideas. Maybe if they go in 9, I just go in 2 and say, let's pretend 7, 6, 3, 2 is their only capture. If I can force that in 4, I know I have something favorable after, right? And so it tells me a lot about the position. Here, they don't have a threat in 2, so I suspect he will make a move in 3 or 5 that will give him play in 2. But I've already maybe learned that I don't mind blocking 2 myself, because any of their moves in 4 I can maybe meet happily in 7. Or maybe I know I can block 4 because any of their moves in 2 I can happily meet in probably 7 again. So I just feel I learn the most about the position, whether or not it's the move I make, by looking at captures. Two, 7, 6, 3, and 5 is such an interesting effect on the game, because fundamentally, he has some combo play in 8, but neither of us has that much play against it. It's going to be a difficult card to work around, which probably works in the second turn player's favor. I do think if they go 5, I probably will go 2 or 4. 2 reasons for that. One is, after they go 5, they're going to have better combo potential in 2, probably similar in 4, but they're going to have better play in 2, so I'm going to want to probably try to get those squares off the board. They're squares, they have better activity than I do, and I like to reduce the number of squares where my opponent has more activity than I do. Secondly, it is the most forcing move, and so I can most cleanly play it, feeling I have calculated out the critical lines of the rest of the game, and I will not be getting myself in trouble. And so it is the moves I am likely to feel the securest making. Right. They did not pick up bomb. What did they pick up? They picked up 5751. Could they be going in 2 or 4? Can they be doing a move we've been talking about a lot in our chat? No, they are not. Alright. So that sets them up. And they do have a plus wall in 4. Maybe I should have noticed that sooner. They have this plus wall in 4. But they created a threat in 2. Very well. Now, in the opening positions, my 6516 was almost safe in 7. And the card has come out of their hand that covered that. So I think that's the first thing I should check. And I think the problem is, oh my god, if they play bomb and 5 there, 6525 is everything. Have you ever seen a card that good? I mean, it doesn't have 6, I guess, but it has everything else. Oh my god. What a bomb, right? Oh, that's a heavy hitter. Okay, so that's pretty scary, actually. So I was thinking maybe 7 in these kinds of positions, but I don't believe it now. I don't believe it. The easy thing to do is block 2. Specifically, would probably have to be with 4466. It captures at its highest out facing, and it's not susceptible to combos from 4. They have so many L options, like 6525 and 4 seems promising. That might be the only one, but you only really need one super promising move there. I really wanted 7 to be good. What do you think? I think this was a good move. Not that that's like super surprising, but I kind of want to play 7, 5, 4, 3, and 5. Why? Who knows? I just want to. That's nothing. Okay, there. I want to find some pressure, and I don't think I'm gonna have it here. Six, 5, 1, 6, and 9. No, bomb 5 again. Bomb 5 just killing me. Can I do something that gets rid of bomb 5? There is the question. There is the question. Maybe Hexadragon 2? Or 5... Hexadragon, because Hexadragon sets up against 6, 5, 2, 5. Oh, sorry, against... What does Hexadragon set up against? Against Behemoth. If it combos me, I combo back. But it doesn't seem great. They just play 6, 5, 2, 5, and 4 again. 6, 5, 2, 5, and 4. There's my problem. They'll always have a good setup for 5. But they lose all power in facing left. Can it be that bad? I mean, it can be that bad. But so if I go 4, 4, 6, 6, and they go 4 with 6, 5, 2, 5, and I go 5, 7, 5, 1, 5, and they go 6. I have to go 6 with 7, 6, 3, 2. And then I have safety in 7. Right? Alright, let's make the generic move. Because drawing 6, 5, 2, 5 out of their hand has some value. And they do have limited power going up, right? They're only going to be able to take 2 of the top row of cards ever. Seven, 6, 3, 2, 5 might actually be good. I didn't really consider that. But even then, I think they have to be overworked going up and going left. I think they run out of power. I don't think I can lose. But I also don't really think I can win. But this is actually an example of I think he had a pretty bad hand. And by making this adjacent corner, very similar to my adjacent corner in the first game, clarified into an L where the game was more up-facing than left-facing and could find ways to use the cards in his hand that played well off them. So I think nicely handled. Per usual. Ooh, funny point. I guess it doesn't matter. But if my 6-5-1-6 lands in 5, they can't take back in 7 with 5-5-5-4. They can take back in 7 with 7-6-3-2. So I guess it doesn't matter. Yeah, 7-6-3-2 always going to be the difficult card to fight against here. GG. I think this has so far been a nice series of, like, essentially avoiding creating problems for yourself. that neither of us has put them. I mean, last game was tricky. Last game was the trickiest game for sure. But that fundamentally, neither of us have done things where we allowed ourselves to be posed significant problems. And that might mean the games look a little samey. We've been seeing a lot of these adjacent corners working quite well on this rule set. Seen a bunch of L's. But I think it's also been... First turn has usually had the better hand. And second, not always, but usually. And game 2, Turdz did a nice job neutralizing from first turn having a bad hand. But each game has been a position that was potentially difficult, and either the opponent has failed to apply enough pressure, or, but I wouldn't know that because I don't have improvements. I haven't checked with the solver or anything, obviously, because I've been playing. But I think advantages have been quickly neutralized. And that doesn't make this position trivial. Like, I think 6, 5, 2, 5, and 4 is the key move, but he has to check some stuff to play that move. You know, if I go 5 and he goes 6 and I go 7, he has no captures, and my 6, 5, 1, 6 is pretty great in the endgame there. Like, that can be a loss, right? Because I'm lying like 6, 5, 2, 5, 4, 5, 7, 5, 1, 5, 7, 6, 3, 2, 6. He's up 6, 4, but once I go 7, 5, 4, 3, and 7, I win. 6, 5, 1, 6 is too good in the endgame there. So each of these requires some care. And actually, that means I'm not sure what he should do. I suspect he should still go 6, 5, 2, 5, 4. I go 5, 7, 5, 1, 5, and then maybe 2, 7, 6, 3, 7. And I go 7, 5, 4, 3, 5, 8, and we have a tie again. Something like that. That's my guess of like how the game goes. It's conceivable I can meet 4 and 8 as well. I don't think I can, but something like 7, 5, 4, 3, 8, I create a sufficient threat in 7 that they can't go for. Alright, they do go for it. 7, 5, 4, 3, 8. I have a really big threat in 7, so they kind of have to block 7. They can't take 5. They could leave both squares open, actually. They probably should. Okay, so that's not a big deal. Yeah. If I go something like 5, 7, 5, 1, 7, they combo in 5, and they have everything. I kind of feel like my move has to be 5, 7, 5, 1, and 5. They don't have a way to go in 9 and set up a big threat in 8. So, therefore, if they go in 6, they lose to 7. Their move's not going to be an 8. And if they go in 7, then I go 8 and we tie. I don't see a way for me to do this sneakier. I go 6, they go 5, I die. I go 9. I go 9. With the idea of trying to occupy 5 and 6, so I have like 6, 5, 1, 6 sweeping and 7, 8 at the end. That seems both radical and unsound. Better card to put in 5? I don't think so. Alright, so we'll make a move. So game 4, first turn. Again, Turdz neutralized, but I was doing very comfortably, very effectively. Really nicely played. 4, 4, 6, 6, 2, 6, 5, 2, 5, 4, 5, 7, 5, 1, 5. We're posting shaft. 1, 3, 2, 4, 5. almost the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but not quite of our dreams. Alright, so unless I've blown this, or he goes in 6 for some reason, or both, that would be fun. I think we'll be continuing in another video. Good match so far. I think oftentimes really well played games are not going to be all that exciting because, again, just from very early in the game, you minimize how much pressure you would face. And if both of us make moves to minimize how much pressure we face, you know, like I played 2 here, followed by 5. That was kind of my game plan sequence of direct the game a bit left and just make sure they don't have that many captures, and I can sneaky snake them if they go 6 here, but he's never fallen for that. So, you know, that was very much a mitigating risk type move. There were... I mean, I couldn't make 7 work. I wanted 6, 5, 1, 6, and 7, but they hit me in 5. My idea in 9. They hit me in 5. Bomb landing in 5 was just... seems irrelevant now, because of course it can't and didn't happen. But I think this game really... my mitigating risk was playing a line where bomb in 5 didn't happen. And I expected bomb in 5 after my first move, though I think he did something better, which notably set up bomb in 2. So the whole game revolved around bomb. Bomb really the shining star of this one. And now we'll see you. There we go. So 7, 5, 4, 3, and 8. I guess 6, 5, 1, 6, and 8 also works. I like 6, 5, 1, 6 being my finisher though. Well. Alright. Another nicely played game. Guess there's multiple ways to tie, so I can't. No point typing it in. But yeah, I think nicely mitigated risk from both players. And I think mitigating risk is a huge talent. When in doubt, my go-to tournament thing is people will find some way to do something silly if you play enough games, and usually that's going to happen within 3-4 games. And I induced nothing whatsoever silly here, so didn't get anywhere. Nicely played. Hopefully I didn't play anything silly either. That is the other goal. Got to be able to maintain non-silliness oneself. But I think give enough games and people start trying things. 5, 7, 8, 9, 6. All plus. And yeah, hope you've enjoyed these games. I'm a bit tired, so glad to be continuing another day. These were balanced enough that I always had to be careful, but never felt that, like, never started feeling good, like everything was flowing. Because, again, you mitigated risk really nicely, so nothing flowed. Alright, we'll continue playing the Mighty Turdz next time.